Yes guys, how we doing? We are back. As you can still see, I am still here on this kind of little vacation. It's a nice little area. I'll show you guys around. Got a couple acres of grass. We've been working hard out here, making some landscaping jobs. It's been a blast. We have the pool, we have the TV outside, been watching all the games. It's been a blast. But today we are here to discuss all things Champions League final and the Europa League final. But before we begin, if you guys can please do me a favor, hit that like button and drop a big old smash on the subscribe button and let us get started on all things Champions League and Europa League. Please drop down a comment what your prediction is for both the Europa League final, Champions League final, or either or, whichever one you know more about the teams. I'm going to get started on the Europa League as we can save the Champions League and all its glory for last. So for the Europa League, we have Sevilla versus Inter Milan. Now, this game is very interesting. I think this is two very big tactical sides. Inter Milan under Antonio Conte have had, especially in the Serie A, it's a very tactical and defensive league, I think, and Sevilla is such a tactical and defensive team. You know, Diego Carlos is so good, Jesus Navas. These are these guys' star players, and I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be kind of a tactical battle for both these teams. It's like what you see on Football Manager. I think that's what we're going to see from these two sides. I just can't wait to see it. You know, I watched Inter Milan in Italy back in around December against Fiorentina, and it was one of my favorite moments. It was my first time in Europe. It was my favorite moments to ever watch a game. I was actually in Florence. I was on the Fiorentina side. And Fiorentina scored a late equalizer against Inter Milan. Inter Milan, speaking of that, have been known to be dropping points from leads. And it was just exciting to see it though. And speaking of them dropping points with their lead, it's going to be very interesting to see how they work. I don't think we're going to see that side of Inter in the Europa League final. Especially with Antonio Conte desperately wanting to win some silverware before he heads into next season, which I believe is Inter Milan's best chance of winning a Scudetto. Antonio Conte knows that Andrea Pirlo is the new head coach of Juventus. Now, is that going to make a difference? We don't know. Does Antonio Conte feel that he can win the Scudetto over a brand new first-year head coach? Absolutely. So will he do everything he can to win this to get his team feeling that motivation inside that they can start winning championships? I believe so, and they have a strong side as it is. Handanovic at goal. In the back line, they have options. They have so many options with De Vrij, Skriniar, Godin. It's a very strong side. Inter Milan does not deserve to be playing in the Europa League. I'm sorry for that. I do think this is a Champions League ready side. Inter Milan has so many good pieces everywhere on the field, and we all know this. Whereas Sevilla have great pieces as well. But I think Sevilla is more of a tactical game, and they all play their role. Whereas Inter, you have some star players, Romelu Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, who indicate how the game can be played at times. Whereas Sevilla, everybody plays their role and gets the job done. Now, is it effective? Absolutely. Sevilla is in the Europa League final, and let's not forget about them. They knocked out Manchester United, who, as so many people have thought, were going to coast to the Europa League final, and that is not what happened. Sevilla said, don't forget about us. Some people say an upset, some people say it wasn't an upset. It was a great game, and we are now watching Inter versus Sevilla. And I do believe Inter Milan will come out with the win. I think that attack will be too much for many defense. Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez is too much for way too many defenses. So I believe we will see an Inter win 2-1. It's going to be an electric game that I cannot wait to watch it. Now let's move on to the Champions League final. We have two European giants of the last decade. PSG versus Bayern Munich. Guys, I can't wait, and I don't even know how to call this because my head has been calling Bayern Munich since I started making these videos. And it hasn't been that long, but I've been sticking with Bayern Munich, as so many people have all over the football world. But my heart is starting to cheer for PSG. After that game against Atalanta, I started seeing I can believe in this team. I think they can do it. And then they win 3-0 against Leipzig. Great scenes from PSG. But Bayern have been unstoppable. They are a force to reckon with. Bayern Munich has been crushing through opponents, and let's be fair, they destroyed Barcelona, sadly, for Barcelona fans. And they came up against Lyon, and to be fair, Lyon played very well. Memphis Depay missed that first opportunity. Moussa Dembele came in the second half and was an immediate impact into the game. They just sadly could not finish. Lyon had their chances and did not finish, whereas Bayern had their chances and took them home. It's going to be interesting to call this. It's going to be really interesting to call this. I think, in my personal opinion, not that it matters much because the game is always played and the game is always dictated by the player. But I do think in my headspace that Bayern Munich will win 3-2. Actually no, it's a Champions League final. It will not be that open. 2-1, but my heart wants to say PSG, especially because of Neymar, especially because of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. I want to see them do well. And I want to see Mbappe, this young star, keep doing so well. But at the same time, Bayern Munich have so many young stars as Alphonso Davies and Joshua Kimmich. I want to see do well for their careers as well. This one hurts, guys. This one hurts, but I'm going to go with my head. I'm going to go with Bayern Munich 2-1. And that is a wrap for the predictions. Guys, please, again, drop down a comment, drop a like, smash that subscribe button. Let's get this going, guys. Let's get these predictions coming in. Let's start also having a little community here where I'll talk about whose predictions came closest, if mine came closest, and we can start debating them, guys. Let's have some fun with it. Let's enjoy these games. And soon the seasons are starting up again, and we're gonna have a whole bunch more to talk about. Alright guys, I am getting off. Much love to all of you guys, and I will see you guys again soon.